Good morning. I've been reading this book, I Stand With Christ, a testimony of one of the Chinese leaders. And I just have to share it. I'm reading this, and I'm just going to read some to you guys. And I've been making statuses recently with, in regard to what I've been reading. Just read this. That this guy had been 25 or so. He'd been in prison camps, death camps, all sorts of things, beaten for 3-4 years. Okay, and then he gets sent to a labour camp. There was also no doctor in the camp, so getting sick wasn't an option. On top of these things, we had to do back-breaking labour every day. This was a life was like for every prisoner at a Zehu labour camp. The lack of proper nutrition combined with the strenuous work schedule took its toll on me, and I soon fell sick. My illness was not serious, but it lingered for 3 months due to malnutrition and lack of medical care. I imagined that my health would continue to deteriorate until I was dead and buried. After I had been ill for 3 months, I was worthless as a field hand. I was not able to push a plough or even pull weeds. All of the energy had been sapped from my body. In the midst of such utter weakness, the Lord demonstrated his love and mercy towards me in the most amazing way. One day a guard came to me and said softly and with unusual kindness, "Zhang, my wife heard about your illness and had me buy you this medicine. It's our secret, so don't tell any of us." He placed a small package in my hands that he kept hidden until then. When I opened it, I saw he had given me medicine and extra food. I could not believe my eyes. The Lord had been so gracious to me in my moment of great need. Some of King David's words in the Psalms came to mind. God was indeed my help and the God of my salvation. Psalm 27 verse 9. I later found out that the prison's guard wife was a sister in the Lord. For the next 6 months, she sent me food and medicine. This assistance not only helped me to recover from the illness, but also kept me healthy afterwards. Her husband risked his life to sneak the items into the prison and hand them to me. The Lord had truly prepared for me a table for me in the midst of my enemies. Psalm 23:5. Even though I was assumed that I would die, the Lord showed me that he was not ready to take me from this earth, and he continued to provide for me. I'm just amazed at the level this Christian guy and other Christians went through for Jesus Christ. And as I read this, I'm just going, God, I just don't know him. I just don't know the Lord the way I should do. I was reading another part of this book that one guy, I think the same guy, when his grandma had got taken on do some slave labour with many other Christians, and he himself hadn't got caught. He cried to the Lord and said, "God, aren't I worthy of your suffering? Aren't I worthy of persecution? Why, Lord? Why, Lord? Why, Lord, have I not been taken for your name? And am I not worthy?" And I just realised the comfort we live in, the comfort we surround ourselves with. And it's just so foreign, this idea of Christianity. And I'm going to read again what I put on my status in Facebook about it is an amazing testimony.